Hi, my name is MJ, and I'm the Finance and Operations Specialist here at Stepwell Strategies. Welcome to Module 2, Framing a Proposal. So to recap, in Module 1, we covered preparing your organization to find grant opportunities and decide on which opportunities might be right for you. This module, Module 2, provides a comprehensive guide for crafting a successful grant strategy. We'll begin with an activity creating a visual representation of your proposal, strategy, and alignment. Then we'll talk about building your objectives, crafting your message, and identifying and soliciting partnerships, writing letters of commitment, and finally, project sustainability. Writing a grant proposal is more than just outlining what you want to do with a chunk of money. Framing your proposal effectively is crucial for capturing the attention of reviewers and increasing your chances of securing funding. So to get our brains warmed up, let's begin with an activity.
To start, grab your pen and paper and draw a big Venn diagram. In the circle on the left, answer the following question. What does my organization or community need right now? Think about your short and long-term goals, any problem areas, and potential opportunities for collaboration. For the circle on the right, first open up the RFA or NOFO to the grant you've selected. Next, carefully review the RFA or NOFO in order to understand the purpose of this opportunity. What is this grant program trying to accomplish with these funds? Take notes in the circle on the right. Once you've filled out both circles, take some time to review these notes and consider what might fall in the intersection of these two circles. That sweet spot where the two circles intersect represents the alignment between your needs and the goals of the grant program. This is where your project proposal should focus. Once you have a rough idea of which needs to address in your application, you can start building your objectives. An objective is a specific, measurable action that helps achieve a goal or outcome. In the context of your grant, this is your deliverable. You will be expected to perform these actions and report on them throughout the grant term. When writing your objectives, start by breaking your project into manageable pieces. Identify smaller, more tangible goals within your project rather than wrapping everything into one objective. Write your objectives using action words and make sure those words align with the priorities of the grant. For example, here are two of the Berry Good Farms objectives. Objective: establish a blueberry aggregation network called the Berry Good Farm Hub, and complete infrastructure upgrades and install an individually quick frozen freezer in the pack shed. After you've written your objectives, you can start to craft your message. Your message is how you convey what your community needs and why it fits within the priorities of this grant. The key piece of your message is called a statement of need. The statement of need outlines the issue that your project aims to address. It's where you can present your case for why your need is important and urgent, and demonstrate why your proposed solution is necessary and impactful. Your statement of need should align with the agency's funding opportunity announcement, communicate your organization's experience with similar projects, and include several concise but compelling anecdotes for illustrating the need for restoration. For example, in the Berry Good Farms Statement of Need, they provide specific examples as to why they've chosen their objectives. For objective, establish a blueberry aggregation network, they describe the impact of disaggregated resources for blueberry farmers in their area, including inefficiency, decentralization, and competitive disadvantages. For objective, complete infrastructure upgrades and install an IQF, they illustrate the limitations of using outdated infrastructure and the potential benefits of an IQF. Now it's time to start thinking about your partners. So what is a partner? A partner is a person or an organization that agrees to collaborate with you on the project in order to pursue a common goal. The vast majority of grant applications require you to have partners written into the grant. There are many benefits of partnerships. Having partners strengthens your proposal, it increases your funding potential, it diversifies the expertise and resources available for your project, it disperses the risk and responsibility, and it improves the sustainability of the project. So how do you choose who to partner with for a project? Partners have weight on your application, and it's important to choose well-aligned partners in order for your application to be successful. Who needs to be involved in order to make the project happen? What other entities might want to have a stake in this project? You can also think about who might help you fulfill the deliverables, manage finances, and conduct reporting and evaluation. We'll talk more about partner roles in Module 3. Some common examples of partners include community organizations, businesses in your field, institutions like schools, government agencies, especially local municipalities, and in the case of USDA grants, other farms and farmers. You also might consider partnership around project management, fiscal management, evaluation, and reporting responsibilities. For example, the Berry Good Farm has partnered with a neighboring blueberry farmer who is interested in aggregating their products through the Berry Good Farm Hub. They also partner with a local food co-op who will source their blueberries in their stores. Let's talk about letters of commitment. Letters of commitment are written by the partner, directed to the applicant, formalizing the partner's involvement in the project. Some programs refer to them as letters of commitment, and others call them letters of support. Be sure to check your RFA for the language your program uses. Each of your partners will need to write one of these letters, which will then be submitted with your grant application. The letter should be written on the partner's letterhead and begin with an introductory paragraph with some background on the partner and their work. Next, the partner voices their support for the project, why they believe that this project is worth funding. Then, the partner details their specific commitment and contribution to this project, including the specific individuals involved, the time frame of their involvement, and the potential cost. Some things to consider. Pay attention to the request for applications for any requirements that the program has. For example, some programs have requirements around quantity of letters or number of hours or partner involvement required. The RFA or NOFO will usually include specific definitions for partners and collaborators in accordance with the letters of commitment or support. Make sure you reference your grant for more information. The last tip we have for you is to provide your partners with a sample letter. We will be providing one as a resource to this module. You can edit this letter to apply to your project. Once you have identified your partners, distribute the sample letter for them to fill out on their letterhead and send back to you for submission. Lastly, let's talk about project sustainability. Sustainability is a key consideration when writing a proposal because it ensures that the project's impact extends beyond the initial funding period. Incorporating sustainability into your proposal demonstrates a long-term commitment to the project's goals and objectives. Sustainable projects build the capacity within the organization in order to maintain the project's activities independently from grant funding. This increased capacity maximizes beneficial impact on their communities of need. Additionally, a sustainable project can increase your chances of attracting future funding opportunities. Some strategies to improve the sustainability of your project include establishing strong partnerships, collecting data in order to evaluate progress and identify areas of improvement, building capacity by implementing training and mentorship to staff and community, and exploring other sources of funding, including fundraising, sponsorship, and in-kind donations. In summary, here's how to strategically frame a proposal. Focus on the intersection of the grant's goals and community need. Identify strong partnerships. Build clear objectives. Thoughtfully craft your message. And consider project sustainability. All right, here's a recap of what we covered in Module 2. We opened with the Venn diagram activity of visualizing a proposal that's aligned with the grant opportunity. We learned about objectives and how to build them properly. Then we covered crafting a message, including writing a strong statement of need. We learned what partners are and how to decide who to partner with. And we'll be providing a partner tracker for you in the Resources tab. We learned how to write letters of commitment, and we've included a sample letter of commitment for you as well. Finally, we covered the importance of project sustainability. Once you've got your framework, partners, and objectives, you're ready to move on to developing a work plan. See you in Module 3.